What's up, YouTube? This is TheBillyBobHD bringing you another Let's Play of Axis and Allies 1942. Last episode, we had just finished our turn as the Japanese here, so I'm going to go ahead and end the phase. We placed some new units, and I built a industrial complex up here in Manchuria. So now it's the US's turn. I don't think they had any combat movements, actually. That's great. So we're not going to have to take any casualties this turn from the Americans. Let's see what they are moving around, though. Bombers. The U.S. is just absolutely stacked with troops. But I've managed to, destroy their navy for the most part. Okay, they collect a bunch of money. Okay, Soviet Union, combat movement. This is going to be a little nerve-wracking. Look at this force they have up here in Karelia. Oh, they chose not to attack. Interesting. Interesting. So we've got the Soviets on the defensive as well. They're going to reinforce the Caucasus. All right. Germany's turn. Let's purchase new units. Right now, I'm kind of doing a mix of infantry and armor. So let's continue that mix. 3 armors. How about navy-wise? Navy-wise, let's see. I think I'm going to... Do I need another submarine? Not at the moment, I don't think. So, I'm going to get a fighter. And 3 infantry. So we'll build up that Luftwaffe a little bit. Okay, combat movement. Before I forget, I'm going to go ahead and throw this guy in Western Europe. Combat movement. You know what we could do is take these Eastern Europe troops and invade Belarus. We'll take that back, and then I'll move my 10 infantrymen up to Eastern Europe. And that should keep them at bay, I think. So let's do that. We don't really have the capacity to do anything down here in West Russia. The Caucasus is just way too strong right now. Alright, so Africa, I'm just going to have to hold tight as well. Alright, let's do this naval combat. I'm going to take... We'll do that. And that. And that. So 3 sea zones just to kind of clear the Atlantic again. Okay, that's all we can really do. Alright, let's do the land battle first. Belarus should be pretty easy. Yep, we score a hit. 3 hits. And they miss. Awesome. Alright, let's do the naval battles. I scored a hit with one of my subs. And they miss. And so that means this transport's going to automatically sink because they can't defend themselves. Great. The U-boats do it again. We miss their sub. This is my destroyer here. I have to roll a 2. They have to roll a 1, so I do have the advantage. Yes, I scored a hit. And a miss. Excellent. So we'll take this sea zone. Just mopping up this navy here. Excellent. My battleship scores a hit. Okay, that couldn't... We did not take a single casualty through that entire combat movement. We now have a German battleship on the coast of Canada here, eastern Canada. What is scary about that is the British could mount like an air offensive against me. Hope that dude does not die. Okay. Alright, so non-combat movement. Take all of these infantry up here into Eastern Europe. And that should just seal that line up there. Okay. That's all we can really do. Alright, let's place our new units. 3 armor, 3 infantry, and a fighter. Alright, let's see what the British are going to do. This is combat movement now. Will they try to bomb my battleship? Okay, they actually chose to bomb my destroyer. Interesting. Ouch. My destroyer goes down in a heap. Okay, we're on a non-combat movement now. Oh wow, they're going to send fighters over to the Soviet front. Okay, Japan's turn. Oh, interesting. The Soviets did move forces up here into China. Okay. We're going to get our 3 armor to go into Manchuria. What else, guys? A fighter. 2 fighters. Okay, so we've got combat movement now. You know, we could try an offensive here in Sinkang. Yeah, let's, should we go for that? Could we push out on both sides? I think we should. That should be more than enough there. Okay, we're also going to actually, I don't know. Here's why. If we take this, none of the Air Force is going to be able to stay with us. So that leaves our infantry on the ground with no air support, and these American bombers here would wipe us out. I really don't have that problem up here, so we're just going to keep it to that for now. All right. We're going to load this guy up from the Philippines. We're going to take both infantry here. And we can invade Wake Island. I really want Australia, though. So let's do that. It's going to be the easy points. I can't take it this turn. I've got to wait a turn, but it'll pay off. Alright, so certainly we're going to take that force in there. And I think that's all we can really do. Okay. Oh man, you know what? I should have bought a transport for up here. Because we could be really pushing on this front if I don't know, if I was able to do that. We could just try an air raid here. We'll try an air raid there just to try to kill off those troops. Get them off my dick. Oh, apparently you can't do that. Apparently I can only do it with this guy, so... Let's go ahead and move these guys while I'm thinking about it. I don't forget about it. We'll add one fighter there, and we're going to start. There we go. Reinforce India. Okay. Let's end the phase. So we're invading north into the Soviet Union. 4 hits decimates their infantry line. Yeah. We get out of it with no casualties. Two hits is more than enough to take out that destroyer. Ooh, they do score a hit back. I'll just take it. I'll absorb it on my battleship, and I don't take any casualties. Alright, so now we're on to non-combat movement. For now, I'm just going to land him back in Manchuria. Cool. That's a crafty way of just switching out your Air Force. Boom. Okay. That's all I can really do. It looks like. So we'll oh, I guess you can't do that. Oh well. We'll end the phase. 3 armor in Manchuria. 2 fighters in Japan. All right. USA's turn. Combat move. Huh. They weren't able to do anything. Again. Very cool. They're already onto non-combat movement. They do just have stacks of troops in the center, in the mainland U.S. right now. I don't see any new Navy. Oh, they're moving in on the Ukraine. Wow. We only score 3 hits back. Not good. 6 hits by that attacking force. We're only just... Oh, man. We only killed 5 of their units total, and they were all infantries. Leaves my southern flank really exposed. They're going to reinforce West Russia. Okay, time to purchase units. I'm going to go big infantry again. 7 of those. And 3 armors. Combat movement. Okay, one of the things I was thinking about doing was hitting back in Ukraine. 3 armors and like 9 infantry. Yeah, let's do it. Eight infantry. I'm going to leave 2 behind here in Eastern Europe. While I'm thinking about it, I'm going to reinforce right there. Alright, let's not forget about the naval attacks. 4 subs. I'm going to retreat this battleship. What else? What else? What else? Just thinking about this problem up here. Trying to figure out a way to attack it, but I don't think I can. We could just try to cut it off and then abandon Belarusia again. Let's try it. I'm going to take these two fighters in because I can land them back in Norway. Okay. Risky moves. Let's see if it works out. Oh my god, we only score one hit on our first pass. Oh, of course they score 4 hits. Jesus Christ. Two hits? Really? Huh. Unbelievable, guys. Unfucking believable. That's a huge hit. Oh my god. Our attacking force is just completely decimated. We actually end up having to retreat from the battle. Oh my god. Alright, let's continue. We score 1 hit. That's all we needed. This transport's done. They miss on the return fire. At least that went well. Jesus Christ, that hurt. Alright, we score 5 hits on the first shot, which is great. They only score 3. Wipe out that infantry. Okay, we decimate their force. Okay, and they miss on the way back, so we pick up those points. We're now onto non-combat movement. It's telling me I have to take these planes back. Okay, so I'll split that little force up. I don't really like how that turned out. That hurts. The only good news at this point is we continue to destroy the British Navy. They still have a bit of an army here in Africa. Well, there's really nothing I can do at this point. I do have to land this guy back in the Balkans. Okay. Now we have to place our new units. We'll do it there. Alright, now it's the Brits' turn. What are they going to do? Nothing. Sweet. They're going to move some Air Force around over to Canada. Oh. Okay, Japan's turn. I'm going to buy a transport. Make that, yeah, make that 2 transports actually. And then I'll get my 3 armor for Manchuria. Two infantries. Combat movement. You knew it was coming. Oh, that's awesome. We're going to blitz from U-Cut over here, pick up an additional victory point. That's going to work out nicely. Yeah, so let's take this armor, invade Sinkang with it. We'll throw everything into the mix. We'll take away 2 points from the US. We're also going to take this transport here and invade Australia. Japan is doing really well. They're going to have to win the war for us. Germany, after that failed invasion of Ukraine, I mean, we're just going to have to hold. We're just going to have to hold the line, basically. Let Japan win the war. All right. Soviet Far East, let's play that one first. 3 hits, we completely wipe out their infantry force. Oh, 3 hits back. Ouch. Does leave me with 3 armor. 5 hits completely wipes out their army in Sinkang. They score 1 casualty. Excellent. So we capture that territory. Japan is now the leading power in the world with 41 income per turn. We're going to go attack New Zealand next turn, hopefully. Alright, so now we're back to non-combat movement. We've got to move our Air Force back. We'll go like that. Any other moves we can do at this point? I don't think so. Maybe we could even go to Brazil. Huh. That would be great. Okay. End the phase. Placing new units. We have our 3 armors in Manchuria, of course. 2 transports there. And 2 infantrymen there. Alright, we're the United States, basically. Let's see what the U.S. is going to do in terms of combat movement. Oh, they take out... Wow. Wow, that sucked. Guys, that that bomber just flew all the way down here on a suicide mission, basically. Oh, and it's going to land in New Zealand like a douche. It's okay. We still have Australia. You know, the United States Air Force is really going to be a pain in my asshole to deal with from here on out. Please tell me that's it. Oh, I lucked out. This gives me a chance to reinforce my lines. Oh wow, they reinforced their eastern front pretty heavily. That's okay. I'll just build up the line. I've got a pretty sizable air force as well. Germany. Three armors. 8 infantry. Purchase. Damn it. Okay, so this is going to be an interesting move. I have to take 1 sub and destroy that transport there. I'm going to take 3 subs and throw them in there. This battleship unfortunately has to stay back and guard my southern flank there. Oh, you know what? Let's do that. Perfect. Okay. That's all I can do for attacks. Oh, we missed. Oh, they scored a hit. We lost a sub. We must... Oh. Oh, thankfully they missed as well. Don't retreat, damn it. 1 hit. That's all we needed. Okay, so we lost a U-boat. Okay. Okay, non-combat movement. I was thinking about this earlier. I want to take infantries like this. Yeah. I'll go like this. Now where to with these armors? I'll go something like this. Spread those out. Okay, we'll place our new units. I can only put 10 units in Germany at a time. I'll throw one guy into Southern Europe. Okay. All right. That's all she wrote. On to the British. What are they going to do? Okay, they did nothing. Oh man, okay. Germany's next turn is going to be really interesting because the British just came out with a humongous naval turn there. Alright, so I'll buy my 3 armors for Manchuria. I'll build another transport. A fighter. 2 fighters. Combat movement. Oh man. Huh. Those fighters won't reach over. Hello? There we go. Alright, that's really as far as I'm willing to go with that guy. Move those 2 guys up. I don't know. This is tough. This is a tough turn. I think that's all I can do is really just stack up the line there on my western front. Let's see. I want to load. Okay, sweet. There we go. What else? I'm going to pull an air raid on New Zealand. Hopefully it'll let me do that. I don't know. Okay. Oh, no, you know... Fucking hell. I attacked the open water. I didn't attack New Zealand itself. That sucks. I just wasted that turn, basically. Jesus. Okay. End the turn. There we go. Manchuria's got a rocking force now. Throw some fighters. And a transport. I'm going to send that transport south. Or really all transports. Okay. Alright guys, that's where we're going to cut the video. Let's see, USA is right in the middle of combat movement. What are they going to do? Oh, they take out my transport. Damn it. Okay. They're on to non-combat movement. That's going to do it. They're just going to shuffle some stuff around, it looks like. And that's going to do it. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you tune in next time. We've got another episode coming your way really soon. Thanks.